Do you find yourself replaying past hurts over and over again? How often do you catch yourself trapped in thoughts of what could have been? Forgiveness is the keystone of personal growth, unlocking the chains of the past and propelling you into the present. As a chosen one, your spiritual journey hinges on this transformative power. When you accept forgiveness, you shed emotional burdens, like resolving family conflicts and reigniting stagnant relationships, empowering your divine purpose. The first type of people you must forgive is your parents. Their journey is a thread of struggle and triumph, limitations and possibilities. They are the architects of your early world, building from the fragments of their experiences. Their own upbringing, shaped by the constraints of their era, often meant navigating with maps drawn in a different time, under different stars. Prometheus, a titan in Greek mythology, defied the gods by stealing fire from Mount Olympus to give to humanity, an act that illuminated the world and propelled human civilization forward. His defiance came at a great cost, as he was punished by Zeus and bound to a rock, enduring eternal torment. Prometheus's sacrifice underscores the complex nature of selfless acts and the burdens carried by those who strive to empower others. Like Prometheus, your parents made choices, at times controversial, to light your path, and by forgiving them, you acknowledge their efforts despite the shadows cast by their limitations. Your childhood may have been punctuated by moments of misunderstanding, when your dreams seemed eclipsed by their fears, or when their love felt like a chain rather than a wing. The generational gap, vast as an ocean, made communication seem like shouting across a void. Yet, in forgiving them, you recognize that their actions were often a reflection of their own struggles and fears. They stood, as best as they could, in the gap between their dreams for you and the reality of their capabilities. Consider how, in your daily life, unresolved tensions with your parents seep into your present. The weight of old grievances can feel like carrying stones in your pockets. It colors your perceptions, shaping interactions with others through the lens of past hurts. But the act of forgiveness lifts these stones, allowing you to walk freely, unburdened by the past. When you forgive, you become the alchemist, transforming resentment into empathy and bitterness into understanding. Forgiving your parents is not about condoning every misstep, but about freeing yourself from the grip of anger. It's acknowledging that they too are souls on a journey, learning and growing just as you are. This forgiveness is a key that unlocks the door to healing familial rifts. It allows you to see them not as the infallible figures of your childhood, but as fellow travelers doing their best with the knowledge they possess. The freedom that comes from releasing resentment is profound. It is as though a fog lifts, revealing a landscape of new possibilities. Relationships once strained become fertile ground for growth and connection. By forgiving your parents, you grant yourself permission to live unchained by their past decisions. You open yourself to a deeper understanding of who they are, and in turn, who you are becoming. In forgiving your parents, you align yourself with the divine essence of compassion and understanding. You step into the role of the wise arbiter, choosing to let go of the past's shackles. This act of forgiveness does not erase the past, but transfigures it, allowing you to move forward with clarity and grace. It is a testament to your strength and resilience, a beacon that guides you toward a future unburdened by the shadows of what was. This is your path, illuminated by the light of forgiveness, leading you ever forward into the infinite expanse of what can be. The second type of people you must forgive is past partners. Relationships are the crucibles of transformation, arenas where your heart is tested and tempered. Every failed relationship is a chapter in your life's epic, a trial that shapes your understanding of love and partnership. Inanna, the Sumerian goddess of love and war, descended into the underworld, passing through 7 gates where she was stripped of her power and garments, until she stood vulnerable before her sister, Ereshkigal. In the underworld, she faced trials and was ultimately killed, hanging lifeless for 3 days before being revived and ascending back to the surface. Her journey symbolizes the cycles of death and rebirth, transformation through suffering, and the reclaiming of power after total surrender. Like Inanna, you are stripped bare, confronted with your deepest fears and vulnerabilities. Yet you can rise from the darkness reborn, carrying the wisdom and resilience forged in the fires of love and loss. You often clutch onto the echoes of hurt, like an anchor dragging you into the depths of bitterness. The betrayal of a lover, the pain of a breakup, these become shackles, binding you to a past that no longer serves your growth. But in forgiveness, you find the key to release these chains. Forgiving past partners is an act of profound self-love. It is a declaration that you refuse to be defined by past sorrows. By releasing the hold of old wounds, you allow yourself to move forward unburdened, free to explore the new landscapes of your heart. Consider a breakup that left you feeling shattered, the pieces of your heart scattered like ashes. It is easy to dwell in the shadows of bitterness, replaying moments of betrayal and loss. Yet within the rubble of these relationships lie the seeds of growth and understanding. Each heartbreak teaches you resilience. Each disappointment sharpens your insight into what you truly seek in a partner. By accepting these lessons, you transform pain into a source of strength. Forgiving past partners is not about forgetting the hurt, but about reclaiming your power. It is about acknowledging that, despite the pain, these relationships have shaped you into the person you are today. You are the architect of your emotional future, and forgiveness is the tool you wield to build a foundation of peace and understanding. By letting go of resentment, you create space within yourself for new experiences and relationships. This forgiveness allows you to enter new relationships with an open heart, untainted by the specters of past disappointments. You approach love not with caution, but with the wisdom of experience. Your heart, once battered by storms, becomes a sanctuary of calm and acceptance. The peace that comes from releasing past hurts is profound. It is the gentle exhalation of relief, the quiet realization that you are whole despite the scars. Forgiving past partners is an act of liberation. It is the moment when you step into the light of your own strength, unshackled by the weight of old grievances. This forgiveness is a gift you give to yourself, a permission to let go and accept the possibilities that lie ahead. In releasing the past, you affirm your commitment to your own growth and happiness. In the end, the relationships that once seemed to break you have, in fact, built you. The wisdom gained through heartbreak is your guiding star, leading you to new and more fulfilling connections. By forgiving past partners, you honor the journey of your heart, acknowledging its capacity for healing and renewal. You are the hero of your story, the one who rises from the ashes with courage and grace, ready to love again with an open and fearless heart. The third type of people you must forgive is everyone else. Life is a sprawling landscape of interactions and connections, where you encounter souls at various points in their journeys. In the chaos of everyday life, misunderstandings and conflicts are inevitable. But within each encounter lies the opportunity to expand your perspective, to cultivate empathy for those who have caused you harm, intentionally or unintentionally. Forgiveness becomes a bridge, transforming barriers into pathways of understanding. In your mind, two wolves wage a relentless battle, the fierce beast of anger and resentment, and the gentle creature of peace and forgiveness. In an ancient Cherokee story, a grandfather explains to his grandson that two wolves wage a battle within each of us. One wolf embodies anger, envy, and resentment, while the other represents peace, love, and forgiveness. The grandfather tells the boy that this same battle rages within every person. The tale teaches that the wolf that emerges victorious is the one you choose to feed. This metaphor reveals the truth that forgiveness is a choice, a deliberate act of nurturing the light within you. By choosing to forgive, you decide to cultivate peace over bitterness, to allow your soul to flourish in the sunlight of compassion rather than wither in the shadows of anger. Everyday life presents countless opportunities to practice forgiveness. Consider a friend who betrayed your trust, a colleague who took credit for your work, or a stranger whose rudeness left a mark on your day. Each of these incidents can feel like thorns in your heart, pricking and festering if left unattended. Yet, by broadening your perspective, you can begin to understand the broader context of their actions. Recognize that everyone is fighting their own battles, wrestling with stressors and struggles you might never see. This realization fosters empathy, allowing you to release the hold that these grievances have over your spirit. Forgiving others is an act of liberation, freeing you from the burdens of taking things personally. You are not the center of others' actions, nor are you the cause of their missteps. By choosing to forgive, you detach from the emotional turmoil that often accompanies misunderstandings and wrongdoings. You open your heart to the possibility of healing, both for yourself and those who have wronged you. The impact of forgiveness extends beyond emotional healing. It transforms your mental landscape, reducing stress and enhancing your capacity for compassion. Letting go of grudges lightens your load, allowing you to navigate life with ease and grace. Your mind, unburdened by resentment, becomes a fertile ground for creativity and positivity. Forgiveness is not a sign of weakness, but a testament to your strength and resilience, your ability to rise above the fray and embrace the peace that lies beyond. Choosing forgiveness is a commitment to your own well-being. It is an acknowledgement that holding on to bitterness is like drinking poison and expecting the other person to suffer. By releasing the grip of resentment, you create space for joy and tranquility to flourish. You become a beacon of light in a world often overshadowed by darkness, inspiring others to follow your example. In forgiving everyone else, you reclaim your power. You assert your right to live unshackled by the actions of others, free to chart your own course. This forgiveness is a testament to your growth and evolution, a sign that you have risen above the trials of human interaction. You are the master of your emotions, the one who chooses to feed the wolf of peace and forgiveness, allowing it to guide you toward a future filled with possibility and hope. The fourth type of person you must forgive is yourself. You are the most relentless judge of your own mistakes, the harsh critic who scrutinizes every flaw and misstep. Yet, in the relentless pursuit of perfection, you may lose sight of the beauty found in your imperfections. Forgiving yourself is an act of self-compassion, a necessary step in your personal evolution. It requires acknowledging your humanity and welcoming the full spectrum of your experiences. The art of Kintsugi, a Japanese tradition, involves repairing broken pottery with gold lacquer, transforming shattered pieces into works of art that celebrate imperfection. The visible seams of gold emphasize the fractures rather than conceal them, symbolizing the idea that beauty can be found in flaws. This practice highlights the belief that breakage and repair are part of an object's history, enhancing rather than diminishing its value. Kintsugi serves as a powerful metaphor for self-forgiveness, reminding you that your past mistakes are not blemishes to be hidden, but integral parts of your journey, making you uniquely beautiful. Each flaw, each misstep, is an opportunity to learn and grow, a golden seam in the story of your life. Reflect on a personal failure or regret that has weighed heavily on your heart. Perhaps it was a missed opportunity or a decision that led you astray. The burden of these moments can be overwhelming, casting long shadows over your self-esteem and progress. You may find yourself trapped in a cycle of self-criticism, unable to move forward because of the chains you have placed upon yourself. Yet within the act of self-forgiveness lies liberation. By forgiving yourself, you break the shackles of guilt and shame that bind you. You acknowledge that you are not defined by your mistakes, but by your capacity to learn and grow from them. Forgiving yourself is not about erasing the past, but about accepting it, recognizing that it has shaped you into the person you are today. In daily life, the impact of self-forgiveness is transformative. It allows you to approach challenges with resilience and courage, unburdened by the weight of past failures. You become a beacon of strength, illuminating the path forward with the light of self-acceptance. By treating yourself with kindness and understanding, you create a fertile ground for personal growth, where new possibilities can take root and flourish. Self-forgiveness is a radical act of self-love. It is the recognition that you deserve the same compassion and understanding that you extend to others. By accepting your flaws and accepting your humanity, you free yourself from the prison of perfectionism. You become the artist of your life, using the golden threads of experience to weave a future filled with hope and possibility. This forgiveness empowers you to move forward with confidence and grace. It is the catalyst for transformation, allowing you to shed the weight of regret and take the promise of tomorrow. You are the architect of your destiny, and self-forgiveness is the foundation upon which you build your dreams. By accepting yourself wholly, you unlock the door to your potential, stepping into a future where anything is possible. Forgiving yourself is not a sign of weakness, but a testament to your strength and resilience. It is an affirmation of your worth, a declaration that you are deserving of love and happiness. By choosing self-forgiveness, you release the past's hold over you, opening the way for new beginnings. You are the master of your fate, the creator of your story, and with each act of self-compassion, you become more fully yourself. In the kaleidoscope of your life, forgiveness is the prism that refracts light into countless hues of freedom and growth. It is the sacred act that liberates your soul from the shackles of anger, resentment, and regret, transforming your path into one of peace and enlightenment. Forgiving your parents, past partners, everyone else, and yourself is not merely a step, but a profound leap toward personal liberation and expansion. This forgiveness unravels the knots of past grievances and allows you to weave a narrative of resilience and wisdom. Consider how your days are shaped by unresolved tensions and grudges. The colleague whose criticism echoes in your mind, the friend whose betrayal left a scar, the self-criticisms that haunt your quiet moments, all these are weights you carry unnecessarily. Yet you hold the key to your emancipation. By choosing forgiveness, you release the burden, allowing yourself to soar unencumbered by the chains of the past. You become the alchemist, transforming pain into the gold of understanding and empathy. The call to forgive is a call to reclaim your power. It is a declaration that you will not be defined by past wounds, but will rise above them with courage and grace. Forgiveness is not an abstract concept, but a tangible, actionable step you can take daily. Reach out to those you need to forgive, whether in person or in your heart, and release the hold they have on your spirit. Embrace self-forgiveness as the ultimate act of self-love, acknowledging that you are deserving of peace and happiness. Reflect now on who in your life needs your forgiveness. Begin this process with an open heart, knowing that it is a path to healing and renewal. You have the strength to transform your world through the simple yet profound act of forgiveness. Share your stories of forgiveness, for in doing so, you inspire others to begin their own paths of liberation. Your journey is a powerful testament to the potential within us all to rise, renew, and thrive.